tell you about my journey and connection to the Center of Unity. My family of origin believes in God, but I didn't grow up attending church, nor did my parents discuss their religious influences. I was missing a deep spiritual connection. As a teen, I walked to a couple of neighborhood churches to explore their beliefs. Neither resonated with me, and I gave up my search for an institution. As a young adult, I dabbled in readings on Buddhism as well as the teachings of the Indian yoga Paramahansa Yogananda. The yogi taught the science of Kriya Yoga meditation, the underlying unity of all true religions, and the art of balanced health, well-being, body, mind, and soul. Several years later, in 1987, I walked into the Unity Church of Dallas. I was astonished that their beliefs reflected mine. I attended that church as well as the Unity on Greenville Avenue in Dallas for about 5 years. After moving to Irving in 1993, I took a long hiatus from church. I made the excuse that the drive from Las Colinas to Dallas just took too much of my time in the day. In retrospect, that was an excuse that cost me dearly. With the absence of unity in my life, my spiritual growth ceased and took a nosedive. My career was failing, and the long-term effects of growing up in an alcoholic family took a toll on me. I had taken on the characteristics of an alcoholic with not even drinking alcoholically. Acting selfishly most of the time, I had driven away most of my friends. I finally hit an emotional bottom. That day I will never forget. I realized I had to quit blaming everyone else for my misery and change myself. How do I do that? Fortunately, I became immersed in a 12-step program called Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. It awakened my spiritual journey. On a Sunday in June 2009, I walked into the Center of Unity. I intuitively knew this was my new spiritual home. The same day, I was introduced to the Women of Wisdom, WOW, at their monthly meeting. I was immediately embraced by this group of warm, loving women. I desperately needed spiritual friends after enduring troubling life experiences for several years prior. I finally found new friends and my forever church. It was not long before I became an active member of the WOW leadership team, planning and implementing monthly meetings. I remained on the team until it disbanded several years later. Now, several former WOW members are still my buddies, and we continue to enjoy birthday lunches and outings together. I gladly joined the church membership in January 2010. Reverend Linda was my Membership 101 class teacher. Immediately jumped into myriad volunteer activities and responsibilities, at least those I can manage with a demanding full-time job and caring husband and 2 needy cats. I thoroughly enjoy my current volunteer responsibilities, including greeting, guiding new visitors around the church, and ushering. When I arrive at church nearly every Sunday, I look at the volunteer schedule to see if I'm needed to fill a vacant spot that day. The Center of Unity believes in personal transformation. A statement on the Unity website sums up my experience succinctly. Quote, as you discover the spiritual principles taught and exemplified by Jesus Christ and other masters, you will begin your own personal transformation to living a happy, joyous, and free life. Each day we create the environment and opportunities for personal transformation through our practice of spiritual principles. It is through this process that we will truly make a difference in our world, end quote. I'm happy to report My misery and self-centered days are over. Thanks to the Center of Unity, I love this church and embrace the fellowship of my Unity family.